Welcome, welcome, welcome. What up? How you doing? Hope you're feeling good. New week, you know what that means. It's another episode of the Man Dem podcast, episode 17 to be exact. Got the usual hitters here with me at the table. So it's Uncle Twist to start things off, and I'm gonna pass it around. What up, Sin?
What's good? It's your boy Sincere, episode 17. A little under the weather, but that just might be more ignorance on the podcast. I don't know. We'll see.
No, Ray's not here, and neither is his nephew, by the way.
Shout out to boy Cujo Canutt. We got Cujo in the building, always studio 139 studio Amix. I am Miss Jeans Pickney, Showtime Tizzy, the nigga that's really fucking annoyed with anything and everything that's not friends and family right now. Y'all fucking validating some weirdos out here. Welcome to the Man Dem podcast. You know what I mean? At Man Dem Podcast. That is the SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes. Everything and anything all at the same damn time. We're gonna salute the OGs because I want to salute my OGs that are still here doing the right thing. And my OGs that aren't here but went out, you know what I mean, and are still being held in high praise because we have OGs failing us every fucking day in Wyoming and all that bullshit. Shout out Prince. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Prince Rogers Nelson.
Yes, not Prince Harry. Prince Charles.
I always tell people that you have to know your degrees of separation because I feel as musician-wise, Prince is by far the best musician ever of all time. Composition, instruments, production, everything. Entertainment, I will always give that to Michael Jackson. A way better entertainer. In regards to the fluency of the pen, I might give that to Bob Marley. You know what I mean? So there's different structures and categories how to break down legends, but like the friggin' grassroots beginnings, just a bubble, brainstorming idea of a song to its actual completion, no one did that better than Prince. I think his catalog definitely screams in high volume and speaks volumes on that. Happy birthday, rest in peace. It's a great party going up in heaven with all the legends up there.
Definitely.
It's crazy. He would have been 59.
Yeah, because we lost him 2 years ago, yeah.
That's crazy. He would have been 59. But shouts to Prince. What was my favorite Prince track?
I was going to ask that.
If I Was Your Girlfriend. That track. I love that.
Let's go around. I want to
So-
hear this. I got mine, and I think mine, all y'all like it too, but it might not be your favorite. What's yours?
Oh, mine without a doubt is When Doves Cry, man.
Okay. No.
Puts his heart on the record. 1999.
1999. Diamonds and Pearls, bro. Like, just the beginning of it, the breaks, the bridges, the chorus, just even at certain parts where it's just the beat ride, bro.
Yep.
Like, Diamonds and Pearls is, I even listened to it like last week, and I was just like in amazement, like,
So that ranks up there for you for your best duets of all time.
it is the best. Like, I'm not even messing with it, you know what I mean? Like, definitely, like, that's what made me really lock into Prince, because like, I had to get over all the flamboyant fashion and all that shit, right? And
Making
I be
statements.
too- Yeah, so
And he'll still bag your girl.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Take
Without
Your
a
Girl, way
question.
before Trigger. Yeah, way before Trey Songz. You know what I mean? Also, a quick shout out, I mean, just because, you know, I dibble and dabble my hands into the fashion world. I mean, rest in peace to Kate Spade.
Oh,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? Regarding whatever details come out on that, you know, whatever, loss nonetheless. That happened this week. You know, so rest in peace, Kate Spade. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, and staying in the pocket of the greats and legends that we've lost, like to your point with Prince, man, definitely got to big him up on not just the musical genius that he was and what he brought to the table, but the longevity too. Like, dude almost went damn near 4 decades, man, of just music, not just like no reunion tour, just new bodies of work. Whether he started off with Love Crazy, Controversy, doing the soundtrack for the first Batman that Tim Hurton did. I love that album too. And just like coming with new ways to just reinvent himself, and even later in his career collaborating with Third Eye Girl and getting that old girl band off the group. So he was always going to bat. Like, he recognized musical talent, you know what I mean? He loved Toronto. He had a spot here, as we all know about that. So can't say
For the mentor of the weekend.
exactly.
Politely
Yeah.
declined. That ended up working out for him. Right? A lot of people don't decline Prince and come out on the other side of that, right?
No, but yeah, we got a lot to be thankful and stuff that he's left behind. A lot of gems and a lot of body of work, man. So it definitely goes down as one of the all-time greats and the best, no matter the genre.
So salute to a real one who went out a real one. Let's talk about people still writing their legacies as we speak. Let's call him Kane. Let's call him Kanye. I'm not calling him Mr. West though. You can fuck off with that. Kanye's latest project in the offering of a 7-track, what is now being deemed albums now apparently. Anything less than 10 tracks to me is not an LP. But apparently, anything that has more than 5 tracks and is over the duration of 15 minutes, the Recording Academy, as a technicality, that's what the album requirements are.
Yeah.
Which means from the 1980s to present date, a lot of EPs should be getting second looks.
Yep.
For album contention, right? Nonetheless.
New rules.
Yeah, right. Nonetheless, Kanye drops his 7-track offering, and I am truly humbled to say that I had the privilege of only listening to each track in 30-second snippets. And where I identify that track number 2, which is called, or titled, Yikes, this album at 30 seconds of each track times 7, is the best shit on the album. I don't know what everyone else is listening to. Maybe everyone's so caught up on this wave and his dick riding and his validation and just being aligned with what's cool. Kanye's album is trash. Like, pure adulterated trash. And I'm saying that, so whatever comes from it is fucking cool, because all y'all motherfuckers that are praising this album probably started on listening to Kanye since Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is a great album, don't get it twisted.
His last great album.
But you also probably thought Yeezus was good. You probably went Hype Beast over Life of Pablo. But talk to me about the college dropouts, the late registrations, and the graduations, and then maybe I might even respect your opinion. This latest Kanye offering is ass. I've seen Michael Rappaport, I've seen a bunch of dudes be like, what the fuck? And rightfully so, it's not good. And anybody who's a true appreciator of music knows that experimenting always the greatest thing to do, but you just can't be in the studio with a bunch of people hyping you saying shit's good and it's not. You need to get your Date Ones, or maybe you need Don C in that bitch. You know what I mean? Maybe you need some of your, maybe you need Virgil in that. I don't know, man, but it wasn't good. And I'm never gonna listen to it again. Yeah, my word. You ever see me sipping on that? Yo, use this as evidence that I'm a hypocrite.
You hear this? The date? Let's mark it. Catch him slipping.
Okay, here
I've not even heard Life of Pablo in its entirety, other than 30 Hours, Real Friends, No More Parties in LA, and something else.
And Fade?
Maybe, I don't
probably
fucking
heard Fade.
Only
and,
4 songs.
Ultralight Beam.
Yeah.
I've not heard that, but I've heard 4 songs.
But yeah, it's the listening party in the Jackson Hole in Wyoming.
I didn't even look at that, bro.
So have all those people gathered there to listen to what we, based on what show, got from what he listened to. Are all those people just there for the hype beast or just for the supporters? A lot of them think that it's probably trash too, but no one's gonna really openly come out and say it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in that room probably challenged Ye on the content of the album or gave their actual feelings. They're probably just appreciative that they got the invite or flown out or whatever he did.
Yeah, because there's a lot of background credits on there too that don't get the credit or whatever.
My take on this album, the Ye album. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna preface this before I say it. If you have any issues with what I'm about to say, Instagram, Cindy_sincere, Twitter, @TheSincereLife.
Wow.
You know what? I'd usually say that, but you know what? Fuck that. Now you have a problem with the nigga? Try to get his contact and talk to him face to face to let your opinions really be heard. A lot of you fucking cunts are on social media letting your opinions be heard and people give a fuck, right? You still need to talk shit on Twitter because all you guys is talk shit. Right? Let me take a little bit more old school. You have a problem with what Sincere is about to say or anything about to say? There's no way to find this, bro.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna say that to my face.
Say it to my
To
face.
yourself, then. You know what I mean?
But-
Straight up to my face.
As you were saying.
I think Kanye West is the first black man to successfully use mental health to his benefit.
It makes him a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because
Shit.
if you've been watching his behavior for the past, so probably since 808s after his mother passed, you could clearly see the change in his behavior and whatnot. The fact that, what did he write on the album cover? He's like, I forgot, something about being bipolar. He referenced
I'm awesome.
Yeah, he
I'm
references bipolar disorder.
I love being bipolar. It's awesome.
Yeah, something like that. He
Saying
referenced
it's a
being
superhero.
bipolar on the album. He said, that's my superpower.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I understand this is the era where, we're acknowledging mental health issues. People are more open to, getting more information and knowledge about mental health. And I feel like, we all should be sensitive to that. But at the same time, you can't use this as a crutch. We can't use this as a part of his art. To me, this wasn't artistic. It was soulless. There was no vibe to it. Even his comments on TMZ about slavery being a choice, it's like he's copping out those moments with just saying, "Oh, I have a mental disorder, so I'm allowed to say whatever I want." I don't rock with that at all.
Even larger, it's fucked up too, because even on a larger thing of that, like, yo, Kanye is Kanye, and like, yo, people need to, these fucking kids would say stay woke, that's the terminology, but like, enough fuckery. Forget the consumer who's a stupid and has what we call friggin' merchandise ADD, whatever the fuck it is. You're a bunch of grown men who have fucking star power, who have a platform, that flew out there and basically disregarded that the motherfuckers on TMZ talking some stupid shit weeks ago. You know what I mean? As fucking close personal friends and family, like, T.I. has his own thing going on. Fab has his own thing going on. Like, don't stand beside that shit. But you have to know that you have fans that are like, what the fuck is this? And for everybody, T.I. probably because he made Ye versus the People, cool, which isn't even on the fucking album, which probably would have been the second best song. Fucking piece of shit. Right?
Still haven't heard that.
A bunch of grown men that have platforms that can do better, that are fucking aligning themselves with this guy and being off his fucking rockers. And a sense saying, like, I'm not cool with it because I know people personally. You know what I mean? Like friends and niggas that I know since grade 4 that, suffer from schizophrenia and all that shit. No one's out here playing that card where they fucking do something stupid, they throw a glass against the wall. Oh, my bad, mental health. Oh, okay, you're so cute. Like, fuck all that shit. They don't use it as a crutch. So they need to freaking justify your ignorance. They mean, and you're just being on a clout where thinking that, yo, you're Kanye, you can say whatever the fuck you want. You need to come down a couple levels. I mean, but take a L, and a idiot thing of the week goes to all the niggas who have their own platform, that aren't up and coming artists, that don't need to dick ride Kanye West for any kind of fucking favors, that flew up to Wyoming and stood beside the motherfucker and the album shit. That's what I want to point out.
Because a lot of people held Kanye to the fire, saying, you standing beside Trump and wearing the MAGA hat and all that, that means you're standing with like racial injustice or white supremacy and that like stuff of that nature. So if you have to keep the same energy. If you're gonna say you doing that, you're standing for that, or like you're somewhat supporting that, what does it say about people standing beside the guy who's standing beside that? That means you're somewhat okay with it as well. I'm sure, you like people call them personally and said, yo, that what you did, that was fucked up. But yo, everything is out there. Like, you guys are media figures. You can't just be like, well, I did my due diligence. I called them on the low. That's good. You're a friend. You call them on the low, but you guys are in the public eye. That's right. So that means now you just justified Kanye being able to say such disrespectful things about slavery was a choice, like that, like
even like the thing that cheeses me, he even makes reference to it on a line on there where he goes something about this. I was looking for the answers. I'm like, how, Sway? Saying slavery is a choice. They're like, how, Ye? Like, the fact that he's still even kind of talking about it to go, I don't know if it's just shock value or whatever, but it makes the man look not, number one, ignorant, but it also makes him seem uneducated. So to Sin's point, I mean, if we going back to old Kanye, that's cool to support that. But if you're supporting like what this version of Kanye that's, you know, loves his medication, thinks Donald Trump is cool and all that, then like you really gotta do some looking within yourself and say like, yo, what are your values and morals? Because, you know, music is music at the end of the day, but if someone strips down and shows you who their character is, despite whatever their position or their celebrity status, like you gotta question that, and like you can't rock with that on any front.
And what Twist is saying, that lyric is from the song "Wouldn't Leave."
Yeah.
So before the album even came out, when he did the interview with Charlemagne, and Charlemagne was talking about how he heard the album, whatnot, he said Kanye addresses all these things about the MAGA hats. I guess his incident on TMZ. He said he addresses it on the album. Come to find out, Charlemagne said when the album dropped, that was a completely different album from what he heard. None of the songs that he said he originally heard were on that album. So that means he consciously didn't want to address whatever views he had. I don't know if he changed his mind. I don't know if he stuck to his guns, but that's a cop-out. Now he used that line, as you said, about house sway and whatever.
Yeah.
But he used it for shock value to show that Kim Kardashian was mad at him for potentially fucking up their business, fucking up their money, but she still wouldn't leave him. He turned 400 years of slavery is a choice to a love song about his wife not leaving him, and she'll never leave him no matter what wild shit I say.
Just think about that for a moment.
Do you rock
like
with that?
let that sink in for a second.
Let me address something, because I actually had a personal situation like this, and it just shows like, yo, like depending on what your DNAs and shit, I'm a person that if incidents happen behind closed doors, they need to be addressed behind closed doors. Like wherever the origins of that happening, don't let that spill into something different. So if you're in a relationship and you and someone had a closed door argument, don't be bringing that shit on social media. I mean, don't be fucking bringing that shit outdoors in public or whatever the case may be. That was a closed door situation. It needs to be rectified, handled, and sense needs to be made sense of the nonsense behind closed doors. But when something is done, if you freaking get into a brawl with someone in a parking lot, that happened fucking in public around bystanders and shit like that. And if anything was said that could have been, you know what I mean, like racial or anything like that, apologies need to be happening publicly, right? So we had a peer, right? We were trying to help out at one point, right? No. You're thinking about someone different. No, this is way back, but even before that. It's actually some DJ shit, right? Actual DJ, right? And his take on something, he let that be known on Twitter, right? So instead of calling the nigga that I could have called the nigga and been like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you saying, right? I actually answered the nigga on Twitter. And the nigga actually hit me up and said, yo, sure, what the fuck? Like, he hit me up. Another one of our dudes hit me up. And I'm like, yo, like, are you and so beefing? I had to explain to him, no. He said something fucking wild. Decided to let his thoughts and his views be known on Twitter. And because I seen it on Twitter, I responded on Twitter, right? If that was like a personal thing or whatever, I would hit him up on the side. But you decided to make how many hundreds? I don't know, nigga. I don't know what his clout was at that point. Clout or lack thereof. I don't think he has any clout from what I'm seeing right now. Fucking weirdo. But, you understand what I'm saying? He decided to make an opinion that I thought was as fucking ignorant as hell be known on Twitter. And if he knew me to be the nigga I am, I'm gonna let that be addressed wherever I fucking found it. So I addressed him on Twitter and he felt away. Kanye's been saying a lot of fucking crazy shit in public.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Or Push aside, because Push seems conflicted. Like, yeah, Push is the president of good music, but you came with an album, nigga told you scrap it and put out something different. Kind of like what he did with his own thing. So your presidency and your bossing up has a level to it, right? I don't care who the fuck says they had this nigga personal information, they text him, or they called him personally. No. We need you to have a public conversation with the motherfucker. Let him know, yo, you need to shut the fuck up. This 400 years of slavery being a choice, all this wild shit you say, enough is enough, bro. And like, let's stop fucking saying, oh, I can go out in public, kick someone's friggin' car windows in, and people look at me, why I did that? Oh, my bad. I suffer from mental health. Oh, that's okay, you're good. Like, we gotta stop playing this card as a fucking crutch now, you know what I mean?
Because he
like,
completely changed the narrative now. Like,
Yeah, fuck
you
Kanye.
changed the narrative from the 400 years of slavery and your positioning of you support Donald Trump to mental health issues.
Fuck Kanye,
in the history of his discography, he spoke about social issues regarding young black males or the black community. Yo, you have a history of addressing issues through your music. So address this situation in your music. Whatever Charlemagne heard, release it. I want to hear that because that is your history of what you do.
And we're
I don't wanna
talking
hear this
about
pop-up.
lost tapes and shit as well. There's a fucking diss track I want to hear too. Alright?
Ask
In
Jay-
response to a certain verbal ass whooping
Ask Jay Prince for it.
a certain light-skinned nigga got that just happens to live on the same side of the border that we live.
Go to Rap
Aight.
About
Well, hold on. Before we even touch that, because I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're only looking at it one way." Let's break down Ye's
Let's be devil's
album.
advocate,
Let's
yeah.
break down bars. Did you enjoy any bar? Did he even have a bar in that album that you enjoyed?
No, I can't say I did because everything that was, I guess you can say, is kind of witty or you can consider a metaphor, a punchline, is dated. Like 2 or 3 years from now, no one's even know what the hell that
Kanye
means.
West doesn't care about black people.
Wow.
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers on a
Mike Myers is officially off the hook. I'm Mike Myers now.
The only difference is I don't have the Mike Myers face.
None of us do.
Okay,
Fuck
so
Kanye, bro. The bars weren't there.
The consensus is I didn't hear any bars. People-
nothing was there.
Klondikes.
Beat wise, he had beats. He had a few
Anything
beats.
for a Klondike.
He had some beats on that. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Yikes. I like the track.
No
the-
mistakes with Charlie.
When I say I
Wilson.
like, I'm saying I like the beat. I like the beat on Yikes. I like Ghost Town with Cudi. That's more melodic. I like if that's what he's gonna do with Cudi, and it's like on that type of level.
Hopefully they can do the 808s
I don't
and
mind.
Heartbreaks.
I don't mind that.
If they can get to that kind of pocket.
Violent Crimes. I actually like the content of Violent Crimes because we're just talking about
Yeah, showing those. If they get in that pocket, 808 and Heartbreaks. that'd
I
be
like
good.
Violent Crimes because of how he's addressing Northwest and having a daughter and stuff like that. That one was okay to me.
Yeah.
So what is that? Like 1 track out of 7 I probably enjoyed?
1.5.
How do you
maybe?
release something
Maybe.
as a fucking worse ratio than Yeezus, bro?
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember fucking Jay-Z being on Breakfast Club when Yeezus came out. And you can tell Jay-Z's just on some, yo, nigga, like, mix me with the fuckery, right? Cause Charlemagne's going off the fucking Jay-Z, but yo, your man's album's ass, right? And he's like, yo, know what I mean? Like, I only like 4 tracks. And then after Jay's like, well, I mean, there's only like 11 songs on it, so he almost made you like half the album. Right? Like, Jay-Z tried to justify on some cute shit. But we're talking about 1.5 decent tracks right now. And that's a fucking joke. You guys only released a 7-track EP. I'm not calling it an album. But the way that it was produced and fucking and the way that it was edited and freaking engineered,
Yeah.
I will consider Daytona a legitimate album. It was mixed right. And I mean, even how What Would Meat Do, how it goes into infrared, like the transitions are beautiful. Mind you, like late registration, right?
Yeah.
You release a 7-track fucking project. And we're talking about one, not even a half, 1.275 decent tracks. What the entire fuck is happening?
Okay, and I'm still gonna continue because if people are gonna question what I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna break it down thoroughly. The first track, I forgot how long it is. Let me
It's like
click on
4
it.
minutes and 30 seconds.
First track is like 4
Thought
minutes
About
and
Killing
30
You.
seconds. This is a 7-track album.
Only 7. 7's a new number, apparently.
Yo, the first song on his album, I think he spent 2 minutes saying I thought about killing you. For 2. So that means the album to me technically is even shorter. It's even shorter because you took 2 minutes to talk
Okay,
about
the first song's a throwaway.
How do you have how do you have a first track throwaway on a 7-track album?
You'd have to ask Mr. West
We're
that.
not getting ignorant album intro ever.
Nope.
Leave that to side and push.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's done. I'm done talking about that specific part of the album. Now let's talk about his whole discography. I'm not gonna go in depth like that.
Yeah.
Out of the albums he's dropped, where do you place? I'm asking not the Man Dem here. I'm asking the people that listen to us.
Yeah.
Where does the album stand in Kanye's discography? Compare him to himself. If you're saying that album is fire, that means it's a upper echelon album of the year right now. If it's an upper echelon album of the year now, and where do you rank that album in Kanye's discography? If you say that's his
lower echelon.
If you say that's the bottom of Kanye's discography, how is that an elite album of the year?
It's not.
First of all, it's ass. And if that was in a physical CD form, we'd be using that as a fucking coaster instead of the actual coaster I'm using. Kanye's newest album is dead last in his discography right behind fucking Yeezus. Don't even get it twisted. 808 and Heartbreaks, I hated that when that came out. I revisited that shit 10, 11 months later and fell in love with that.
I was about to say,
bitch.
tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You know what I mean? Like 808 and Heartbreaks, yo, well
Yeah.
played. Cause at them times it was just fucking auto-tune crazy. You had Ron Browns, Pop Champagne, jumping out the window.
When he perfected
T-Pain
it.
was killing it. Fucking Wayne just dropped Lollipop, right? So the auto-tune was getting kind of heavy. But like when he took it, cause like and he even dropped that right after Jay dropped DOA.
Yeah.
Like Jay dropped Death of Auto-Tune and fucking ruined T-Pain and got Ron Browns dropped, right? But he was able to master it in a way where it was tasteful, the
Yeah,
auto-tune.
from a
I'm a
production
nigga, I
standpoint.
hate auto-tune. Unless I'm listening to Homeboy, you know what I mean? Like, God bless his soul, Homeboy on California. You know what I mean?
Roger Troutman.
Or
Roger
I'm
Troutman,
fucking
yeah.
with Cher. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
Like, those are the auto-tune OGs, right?
Yeah.
Annoying as fuck. So I give Kanye a pass. This album is dead fucking last right after Yeezus, but why Kanye will always get some hard love from me is because the motherfucker gave me College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. And I'm not even gonna front. All those Good Fridays were amazing.
Nasty.
For the vast majority of them.
Fantasy.
Yeah. And My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy's dope. Cause what that did, that fucking skyrocketed Nicki Minaj
Yep.
for body in those verses, right? That kind of solidified Ross with the pen.
Yeah.
You know what I
Put
mean?
aside high to Princeton in people Backle's mind with the Good Fridays, yeah. This-
Right?
Ugh.
And even my favorite track on that is
Lord.
Hell of a Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
the album. Our track off of Good Fridays though is Lord, Lord, Lord.
Oh hell yeah! I don't know why they didn't make the
Oh.
album. I think he's been showing us that his brain wasn't been working from back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
How you can make Charlie Wilson not make the cut,
is
yo?
bodying
Lord,
that.
Lord, Lord.
But honestly, I think we all collectively just saying, fuck Kanye, man.
Is it safe to say that like maybe he
Kimye,
shouldn't
I'll call him
rap?
Kimye.
No emojis.
But also, you know what? As we're trashing him, shout out to what they're able to do, right? Because he wasn't able to go, so he sent his better half to the White House, talk about prison reform.
Yeah.
And they're able to get somebody
Alice
out.
Johnson, I believe her name
Yeah,
was.
shout her out for me, man.
Yeah, Alice Johnson.
I mean, her first offense on some drug conspiracy.
Yeah,
She's
weak
been in the
charge,
biz since,
21 years, man.
1996.
21 years with no bail or anything,
right?
man.
So that's a positive. And you know,
Yeah.
as much as we're trashing, salute to that, because that apparently just spearheaded that whole thing. But man, fuck Kanye, man. Like, enough, man. Like, you know, rest in peace to your mom. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for her, then you wouldn't have given us such classic albums to begin
Yeah.
with. But
Yeah, I'm not shitting on like your previous work. Yo, I know you're musically gifted. Like, we're not saying Kanye's
this is
trash.
everybody gets this though, right? Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, just because Jay-Z's fucking Jay-Z, Jay-Z never got away with Kingdom Come in my book. The fuck was that? Volume 1? I'll give him a few off of that, you know? But Jay-Z's dropped some albums and we're like, what the fuck? You know, especially Kingdom Come, right?
Yeah. He
But
suckered me into the whole rollout of I'm not retired no more. Suckered me.
right? But nah, Kanye needs to get it because he may be at a point in his career where he feels like anything he touches is platinum. Right? He's
He
kind of
does.
gassing himself.
He does.
Well, not based off of that's the fucked up part, right? Not based off of the substance of it and it actually being credible, based off of namesake. Like,
Yeah.
Kanye is selling some shit that looks like all these Balenciagas, all these like those thick midsole shoes that look like orthopedic shoes.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
Brooks,
Shit.
like those
Those
Brooks.
Brooks, yeah, the Kanye has a pair of those Yeezy boots that look like a pair of fucking Brooks.
Yeah, you remember if you get
It should be on the
clown
front
wearing
page
the
of the
Brooks.
Zeller shit.
Yeah,
If your
yeah.
mom bought them out of your poor, you wear Brooks.
Yeah, now it's high fashion.
But Yeezys look like that, some Balenciagas, right? So that's why Kanye still go platinum, because of the hype. right? Kanye's not legit like that.
Some,
like,
Mr. Wilson ass threads, yo.
Fuck all that, man. Honestly, Kanye, this is 2 fucking podcast episodes you got out of us.
Do you even want, at this point, do you even want another Kanye West album? Like, does he have to just stop rapping and stick to producing at this point, if that's the best he's got left?
Okay, so I'm gonna say because Yeezus, I didn't really enjoy. There's a few joints, but I didn't enjoy it that much. Pablo is like, Pablo kind of gassed you, but then to be honest, I haven't revisited that album since
Too much
it
going
came
on.
out.
There's no flow.
Then this album, I'm not gonna revisit it. I just know. So maybe he's fizzling out. Maybe just stick to production, or somebody has to challenge him in his camp and be like, "Yo, somebody really has to challenge him."
You guys gonna give the Cudi and Ye album a chance? Kids Chase
You know
Ghost?
what? I'll give that because of Cudi's pedigree, and if they're gonna stay in the pocket of, if Kanye's not in the pocket of rapping, I'll try to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm not biased like that. I'll at least listen to it.
Right?
I'll listen to anything like once. I'll give it a chance.
Give everything a fair
and
shake.
I think it will probably be better than Ye.
You know what's so funny even for me too? Is like I haven't really fucked with Cudi in a minute. Like Cudi's probably the first person to come out on that depression, mental health, right? But my thing with Cudi was that in his prime, and when you always tell when someone's down, right? Like their demeanor is different and shit. But when someone's on a high and they're on that cloud, like they're braggadocious and shit. So in his element, he was talking that shit, right? And that's what kind of I'll transition into the next thing, right? Which is kind of like motherfuckers can't be out here like, oh shit, you taking subtle shots at so and so, and that shit's cool. And then on 2 Birds, 1 Stone, when Drake tells you that you're some little emo dude and blah blah blah, yo, you crossed the line. How you talking about this guy and he just checked himself in? Like, everyone's just trying to make these lines that, oh, blah, 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 like you crossed the line, you went too far. But, so seeing how he reacted to Drake dissing him on 2 Birds, 1 Stone, I was kind of like, fuck, man, a little sensitive ass dude too, right? But when Day and Night came out, I remember actually doing customer service, and I used to just work 9 to 5, and every time between 4:45 and 5 o'clock, you could tell that was a 50-minute rundown. I just kept looping that track. And I played it on a speaker in the office. So you saw motherfuckers saying facts. Because like to me, I'm like, yo, this shit's hard. Like I worked out to it. When I was taking a fucking train to Spadina and Adelaide, I fucking listened to that shit. So I fuck with Cudi, right? But for the artistry that I know when him and Kanye get together, they can do some shit. Like certain dudes will always be dope together. Trey Songz and Fab. You know what I mean? Lloyd and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jaheim, I don't know, I saw a picture of Jaheim the other day and fuck. He like, dude look like fucking Delonte West. But Jaheim and Jada Kiss. Like certain dudes collab nice, right? So I know Cudi and Ye, based off of their history, have some shit that we could look out for. But if one's just saying whatever the fuck he wants because he's Kanye West and another dude's in and out of his feelings, might be too much for me. Might have to do the whole 30-second snippet again. But I'm hoping that it's a solid album. At least you get 4 out of 7 that are good.
Yeah, I hope you don't have to thoroughly discuss another trash album.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's all about trash moves, though. So, from my documenting of this whole beef, are we talking about Pusha and Drake?
Is it even a beef at this point?
Not as far as Pusha's concerned. Pusha's just waiting to get the black suit out and bring their flowers for the funeral. But that track that he jumped on Drake's, was it Dreams Money Can Buy?
Yeah.
Right? That was his first shot at Drake. Right? Then we have Drake talking shit on Stay Skeevin', which led to Exodus, which led to Jodeci Freestyle, which could have led to a few shots higher there in between. But the most documented one, HGTV, was nasty as fuck, by the way, and the video was nasty.
Yep.
Shout out to Mike Will for the beat. Right? But the more recent events we'll document are 2 Birds, 1 Stone, Infrared, Duppy, and the story of a dead on or a dead on, Adonis.
Duppy know who for frighten.
Listen, man.
No, the Duppy did not know who to frighten in that instance.
But what's so ill though, right, is when Drake dropped Duppy, we were all on some, what the fuck? Like, he defended himself well. Now he's curled up in a fucking fetal position. We're all making excuses for the motherfucker. This is rap. Like, let's just get this clear. Like, Prince loved rap. But he knew that, yo, I'll probably have to kill a nigga. Nigga said something about me. Let me make some nice contemporary R&B and shit.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson probably had bars too. Probably said, I want to slap a dude the way I used to get slapped up by my dad. Let me make some music.
Oh, man.
Like, there's different genres of music that could rate someone's sensitivity. This is fucking rap music.
Guys, time's running out on this podcast. I just want to put that out here.
It probably is. Because you talking about fuck shit like this, huh? Where's the sensitivity with 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, bro? Or T.I. versus Little Flip?
It's in the trash can with that little Ja Rule doll.
Huh? You think I don't have to fucking question if I'm a little too emo sometimes and I'm enjoying Hotline Bling? Or fucking Find Your Love? I'm like, am I supposed to like this Drake song? Was this for some bitches? You know what I mean? Like, he has that pedigree, but when you enter the rap arena, leave all that sensitivity at the front of the fucking door, bro.
Step into the arena.
Cause when Duppy Freestyle came out, niggas were like, yo. And on top of that, not even the motherfucker dropped the freestyle. The motherfucker got on the Photoshop and sent the nigga an invoice.
With a letterhead, yo, OVO letterhead.
And now we're here talking about pig pen mentality and shit. Like, I respect the OGs, don't get it twisted. But enough of this coulda, shoulda, woulda, what woulda been. I don't care about the nigga who was better than Michael Jordan that never made it to the fucking NBA. That's a coulda, shoulda, woulda. I saw MJ. I know his pedigree. I know 6'6" looks like. I don't want to hear about the theoretics that, yo, you guys are saying Drake lost, but if Jay Prince never told him not to drop that track, he had some career ending for friggin' Ye and would have been damning on Push. Then you need to release that.
Yeah. It's too late for me. Like, the L has been handed out. Just take your L gracefully. I feel like, well, you know what? For the I guess hip hop, I don't even want to call us hip hop purists, but people that actually appreciate the culture and the art form. I don't want to hear that there's a phantom track that I will never hear about.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, I don't want to even hear that. Like, you took the L, just take it. I didn't even, like, I'd rather Jay Prince, to be honest, not even say that. You know what? If Drake just came out with his album and didn't address it, I would have rather that. Because
we do come from that era where it doesn't fucking matter, Pim.
Yeah, well, exactly. Because now it's like you just brainwash a mass amount of people. You're not brainwashing us because we're of the culture and of the art
Grew up on that pen.
So all the casual
that
Drake,
shout out G-Rap,
that ball point.
Shout out them niggas. That's the era I come from, bro.
So now it's like you just hoodwinked a bunch of, I guess, more casual hip hop fans, like the newer generation of, I guess, people that.
It's the ones buying the OVO gear in the stores.
Yeah, so like you just hoodwinked a mass amount of people to be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Drake did take the high route, and yeah, that is a pig pen mentality, and.
Why do you respond to infrared?
That's what I'm saying.
Pusha took it too far. Then you don't know your history of rap battles.
Let's be clear, because a lot of you guys, again, and like, I want to talk about the specifics. I realized that a lot of people became hip-hop fans in 1997 when Diddy released I'll Be Missing You. Which, in essence, you think about, isn't really a true, pure hip-hop song. It's that fucking, the sample. From, I'm not going to say...
The Police.
Police?
Sting,
I was gonna say Sting, yeah. I was gonna say Sting, right? So that's not a true hip hop track, right? So when you start coming in from that generation of hip hop, your views on hip hop are different because you're coming in this whole shiny suit 97 bad boy era, right? Fuck all that shit, bro. Like, things matter, bars matter, like that shit's credible. You understand what I'm saying? But we come from a generation where you guys aren't looking at dudes for their pen, their body of work and shit like that. This generation of hip-hoppers, or what are they calling them, rap critics? The same motherfuckers that got flown out to Wyoming. First of all, that's some fuck shit, Kanye. Because DJs and fucking the streets make records. Not no rap critics. The fuck's a rap critic? F a rap critic. You talk about
Peter
it while I
Rosenberg.
live it. Huh?
Peter Rosenberg.
And if I'm wrong, because I don't personally, whatever rap critic went to that Wyoming shit, I don't even know if they actually critiqued the album.
They're the same motherfuckers reading a freaking teleprompter at Complex. Fuck them too, right? But
We're barring up academics. Yo, academics.
yeah,
yo.
fuck that guy. That guy is the worst guy you can tell. Never grew up in the hood. Just knew a bunch of niggas from the hood. Had a keyboard and started giving opinions about niggas he didn't think he's ever gonna see in public.
Probably owns a physical copy of a Chameleon or a CD.
Fuck that guy. Yo.
I don't even think he owns that.
Waste youths, yo.
But yo,
not everybody should be on microphones.
Let me get to my point though. So we come from a generation where it was revealed that a certain rapper who deemed himself the biggest boss that we've seen thus far was actually a fucking corrections officer.
Officer Ricky.
We saw pay stubs. We saw pictures of him in uniform. And this is coming from a dude that does that drug rap, that street rap, that braggadocious. He actually took the moniker of Freeway Ricky Ross and got rich off another nigga's lifestyle. Noriega's different because Noriega, there is an actual Noriega, but Noriega dibbled and dabbled in a lot of shit. Like, I've not heard a nigga from New York not tell me that Nori is not a real certified shooter. The niggas aren't doing the worst shit in fucking, like in left rack and shit, right? Rick Ross got exposed, and to this day he's eating better than ever. At that point, I realized hip hop's different. That could have never happened in the 90s.
I think that was a turning point for hip hop beef.
Like, that's a legitimate man in a fucking CO uniform. Mans felt different. Like, Prodigy wasn't a ballerina, bro. Prodigy was in a school musical. Jay just put him up on a jumbotron, call a man a ballerina. People started judging him different.
Yeah.
And that was in 2001. Now look at this shit. You have fucking hard evidence. Oh yeah, but what are the kids gonna tell you? These fucking kids in their 20s and shit.
I don't give a fuck about that.
But
that shit was fire. I don't care. His music's fire.
Yo, but that nigga got M's. That nigga's on Forbes. That nigga owns acres. Everything that doesn't have to do with the actual artistry of rap is why they're rooting for a nigga.
Of course.
Because of the social media era, right? You know what I'm saying? But fuck all that. Like, Drake will survive this. Like, Drake's definitely still gonna sell out.
Yeah, Drake will survive because Jay Prince just protected his investment.
Either so, I think even without that, he would have survived off of all that shit. Nice for what? The one dances, the hotline blings,
I'm
the
upset.
Find Your Loves. Not that shit. I actually hate that song. That song sucks. You know what I mean? But rap-wise, and me and Sir actually having this discussion on the way here, like, I don't care to hear the nigga rap-wise ever again. You know what I mean? And that's fucked up because I was wilding out to Black Boy JP and Drake like weeks ago. The way he bodied that, right? But now I don't care. Because fuck this, rap is a rebellious form of music, which is why we fell in love with it. Which is why we all act like a bunch of kids fucking a week plus ago, right?
Yeah.
In Detroit, seeing Woo. Some shit we grew up on, right? Fuck all that shit. I could not listen to 36 Chambers in my house aloud, bro. I had to wait till my mom went to work to play that shit.
Yep.
You can't just be on your phone playing music like you fuckers are doing now on the buses, in public. No, you play hip-hop in public, people shook their head in disgust, and people are like, oh. It's a Renaissance music, motherfucker. And with that being said, you need to fucking respond and stop rapping, bro.
No, it's too late. I don't want to hear anything. There's no response. That's dead.
No, he's done.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, don't rap. Like, you have, I don't even know what that camp, I don't even know the fucking beginning and end process of making a song like comes out of OVO, but them niggas got a machine going. Whether that's fucking Party or wherever the fuck it is, those guys make radio hits.
Yep. That's their
And
lane.
for that and that reason alone, because bitches and white people buy up bitches. Forgive my language, ladies. Women. I'm sorry, I'm really angry today, man.
Don't get me too, yo.
These fucking weirdos fucking out here trying to act like they're fucking Teflon Don and out here asking for some Care Bear countdown hugs. Anyways.
This guy get me
The
too,
nigga-
like Russell Simmons, yo.
Yeah, like the women and white people are his consumers. Let's be clear. All black people bootleg shit. Especially now in the internet era, bro. Unless you're someone that I really rate, dearly, I ain't buying this shit when I can get it for free. I was here at Twist's base right before midnight when Views came out. And me and Twist said, yo, let's have a friggin' listening party. And 21 songs on that bitch.
I know.
I took 7. Like me and Twist actually listen to the songs. I'm like, don't care for that, don't care for that. Oh, he's rapping. Give me that one. That one. That one. Oh, give me that one. And I still respect his views to a degree because of the rap. Based off of all I'm hearing right now and how you got psychoanalyzed by Push, I don't really care to hear you rap no more. Yeah, you got money and shit like that, and I'll never hate on you for that. I don't hate on no black man getting it. Especially when you fucking set up a platform and a stream for you and your team to eat, you and your family, as we've come to learn, can eat, and so forth, etc. But I don't want to hear you fucking rap no more, bro. You came up on the stage, you said I came up, and I saw videos of Drake way back. He had 3 most wanted CDs in his collection. Some real shit that I rate.
He's a little brother fan.
I feel like I was the only nigga in Canada that owned Philly's Most Wanted. Please don't mind how I pursue. Will you go across the border, mama? Right? So I rated him for that, but now you're acting like, yo, little simp, bro. Fuck that shit. Like, fuck it. Push. I think collectively we all say Push won this. And before anyone's like, oh, you're from Toronto? Fuck you, first of all. Second of all, I've been listening to the fucking clip since the funeral. Which would mean I was a way bigger Clip/Push fan. Way before I was a fucking Drake enthusiast. I say enthusiast. A lot of shit he makes I don't like. But he comes proper like on 5 a.m. in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fucking one in New York, whatever time that was in New York.
Yeah.
The one in Calabasas.
In Dallas, yeah.
Lord knows. Right? When he bodies tracks, salute. Tuscan leather, all that shit. But aside from that, I don't care, man. Like Push, salute.
I still don't mind rapping Drake. Just it's the aggressive, the certain type of aggressive talk is like now it's dead. Which
Go
probably
back to the shit he came up before,
that's
right?
not his character, and he's not
Go back
like
to
an
this shit,
artist.
because I see a lot of people, let's get twisted, Drake has some shit that's reminiscent of the Beehive. Like his fans are some stans for real. Because motherfuckers are saying, oh, have you not listened to an old Drake album before? He addressed all his insecurities before in his older music. That's what his fans are really coming up to bat saying.
But he's growing in this game, though.
Push is being redundant.
There's new issues, right?
Yeah. But they're saying that all the shit he addressed before, the mom shit, the dad shit.
Yeah.
He said that shit before.
Okay.
So a lot of his fans are trying to say, oh, F that. Push is just mad. He's repeating all shit. I mean, don't stoop to Push's level. It's rap.
It's rap, bro.
Once he released Duppy, it was all, and like even before Duppy, right?
Yeah,
Jodeci Freestyle.
The gloves are off.
All these other ones, right? So
and this should be a lesson to everybody. If you had like prior knowledge of Pusha T's catalog and what he could do on the mic, when Duppy Freestyle came out and I saw all the goat emojis everywhere, I kept silent. I saw I saw the picture of the invoice. I'm like, wow, that boy is rude. I kept my mouth shut.
That wasn't too far.
I kept my mouth shut.
That shit wasn't too far, right?
Because I knew, do you really think Pusha T wasn't gonna respond?
Even
I was
that,
like, yo, I'm not saying anything.
The nigga just took the Duppy artwork and said, send that invoice for the 20. And the nigga actually made an invoice and tagged him in it. That was dope. But now all of a sudden, in 2007, even for me, 2007 seemed like it just happened the other day.
Yeah.
When you really think about when he started blowing up. He started blowing up, 2009, 10?
2009, yeah.
So 2-3 years before you blew up, you took that picture in blackface.
And you forgot about it somehow, that it existed.
Right? Let's be clear, you guys are just saying this nigga went too far because he peeled off the layers of skin. And I salute Pusha that, 'cause that's old rap beef. You're beef with someone, you want to annihilate them.
Of course.
When Ja Rule and Murder Inc. were blackballing 50, taking him off of the freaking tracks with J-Lo, replacing him with Nas and shit, 50 had to take it. And once that outlet opened up, he's like, yo, I'm throwing salt in your wound till you die. And he got rid of Ja Rule. Same thing T.I. did to Little Flip. I've seen this shit happen in rap before, bro. It's nothing new. You guys are just new age of listeners, way too fucking sensitive. And again, you can listen, again, John Mayer is a real nigga, but I can see how some of y'all emo people might love him for that. Listen to some John Mayer. There's different genres of music. I don't know if a lot of you guys are just drinking lean, eating Tide Pods, popping Percocet and all that shit, while you guys are so in your feelings. This is fucking rap. There's different genres for you motherfuckers that feel like Push went too far.
Do the knowledge.
You know what I mean? Fuck all that shit.
Battle rapping came from the streets. If you're not
anybody that puts himself in a throne and calls himself king is allowing someone to either behead them or politely take the crown off their head. And that's how Push did with Drake.
And
Like, I want that.
We can't change history. Yo, battle rapping came from the streets. You had to live your raps. If you're battling a man on the corner, your pedigree had to be what it really is. So we're not changing the rule. It's 2018, but we're not changing the rules. That's the origins of it. So if you're not a street dude, you're not about being that aggressive. Yo, fall back.
I think that's all dudes were saying too.
Someone put that battery in his back, man.
But even when you heard Stay Scheming,
Yeah.
then he replied to comment on that aggressive shit.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Stay Scheming and Document This was the first time I ever heard this guy make a gun reference on a song.
I think you're right, to be honest.
Like, that's when it all kind of went the other way. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, like, but we all know your origins, you know, Forest Hill, all that shit, cool. But, like, yeah, you have some dudes that, you know, from what I hear, I mean, because, you know, West, you don't really hear too much East of Sherbrooke. You don't care for it. You don't give a fuck, right? But I heard these dudes he rolls with are pretty, whatever, it's clever, cool. But you can't be going off of the sauce of somebody else. Like, who you are and what made your true fan base fall in love with you is that emo rap, the insecurities and shit like that, right? But I feel like money does desensitize a nigga why he already feel like he had the S on his chest. But the S looks like more like a SOS.
Stick to the radio, man.
Yeah, all day, man. Honestly, can go on forever. Shout out The Rocket was another episode, man. And Kanye pissed me off this week, man. That's why I'm so cheese, man. Fuck
I'm pretty
Kanye.
sure he's gonna get pissed us off a few more times before 2018 closes
I'm not
out.
listening to the nigga. Fuck off. At Man Dem Podcast. You know what I mean? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. You know what I mean? iTunes, everything and anything all at the same time. And I mean Studio 139, Studio iMix. I mean the contact for that is the letter T, the number 4, the letter T.cujo@gmail.com. I mean, and I'll just get it all in at one time. I mean, www.politicsasyusual.ca. I mean, go shop that. I mean, you got that 8.5, 8V, and PAU trying to make hitters collabo. And some more shit coming out as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's my thing. I don't even know Twitter, no Instagram. I'm not even in that mood, man. Kanye pissed me off, bro. And fuck all this not responding to B. So shut the fuck up and take the L from the beginning. Or whatever, man. Don't Kathleen win niggas in rap. You can't concede when it's too blatant that you're fucking losing. Don't Kathleen win niggas,
Just
yo.
bow out gracefully.
This ain't the LVO, this is the OVO, nigga. Go on.
This is your boy Sincere. Yo, this episode was we're so cheesy at Yay. We didn't even talk about LeBron taking L's, but we'll save that for later.
Hey, it might be too late. If you're listening to this, it might be too late.
Yeah.
Shout out to the future LA Laker LeBron James.
or Houston Rockets.
That can't happen. As we wrap it up, 2 ball hog niggas can't work.
That's very
James Harden and LeBron can't work.
But anyways,
Right? That's like Carmelo and Westbrook.
yeah, exactly. We'll talk about that another time. Yeah, this is your boy Sincere. Hit me up on Instagram, Cine_Sincere. Hit me up on Twitter at The Sincere Life. Also follow the 85 Hat brand. That's AV_collective. That's on Instagram and Twitter. Don't be scary. We don't bite. I'm open to talk. We can have a discussion. You could try to blast me about shitting on Ye's album. I'm sure you won't because the album was trash anyway.
Bring out the smoke.
Though.
But yeah, don't be scary. We're personable. We want to engage with people. So just hit me up. Twist.
Yeah, you respect the shooter, and I'm not talking about getting the strap either. I'm talking about camera work. So if you want to get any work done video-wise or even collaborate, shoot me an email. My email is shopbytwist@gmail.com. And then on the social media tip, my IG handle is twistmcholla. Well, it's about the dollars, about a lot of things, about PAU, about AV, about Man Dem Podcast, of course. But yeah, that's how you can always get in touch with me. And of course, thanks for listening. And we appreciate you locking in every week with us.
Love and blessings.
Mighty Ian, rest in peace and happy birthday to Prince. And you already know what it is.
Love and blessings to Toronto and the world.
Yep.